I just filed a Freedom of Information Request Act, or request, Freedom of Information Request. I don't know how to phrase that. I've never done it before. To see if the U.S. Copyright Office issued a copyright for the continuing adventures of Cliff Booth. And since they already dropped a teaser out the Super Bowl, didn't they? Seems pretty likely they probably did that before they ever started shooting it, didn't they? And so my point is that I can use that to find an attorney and say my intellectual property is on this film, right? U.S. government's already sanctioned them to use it and make money off of it. Therefore, I have a case and I'd like to file suit. And that doesn't even cover everything else, right? So the joke, right? The joke, right, is that they file for $10 million, and then everyone settles for $3 billion. You get it? Because they can't afford to have me say all of these things that I'm saying to a court stenographer to have court TV report on it, or they can murder me. You get it? So I suppose I'm thinking about that, about how it's just sad how yucky he is and how Faustian it all is. And how Mephisto is betraying him right now because he can't let this thing go. Isn't that what it is? Right? Isn't that why he's doing only 10 films? Because now he's a loser as a psychic. And I'm going to hover over him forever. Unless he murders me, right? Like there it is. But I'm going to start writing the Copyright Office every day, and I included his agent and all these things. Simple intellectual argument. I could wax poetic about the spirit. I could wax poetic about why Quentin does what he does, right? But the reality is that, right, where is the proof that you told me to question you about cinema speculation? Right? Where is the conversation between you and Robert De Niro at De Niro Con? Right? And so I didn't see all of it because I don't like this game. Like it's not a healthy way to treat people. Right? That he was saying, oh, you'll be like De Niro and all these things, and it's a schizophrenic logic. Right? Not that I knew that I was surprising him. I knew that he knew I was coming. Right? But for him to have this elaborate system of everything, that's deeply ill. Right? And so, right, my point is that, everyone who says, oh, you're not well and all these things, right? Okay, right? Where is that conversation with Robert De Niro at the screening of Jackie Brown in 2024? Because I'll tell you, there were 500 people there. I wasn't the only one there. Right? I'll tell you, Variety reported on it, didn't they? You can look it up. I've written the guy. Everyone refuses to speak to me because Quentin he's decaying. He's like Faust. Mephisto is leaving him. He's festering over this thing and demanding that the whole world refuse to give me peace of mind because it is him admitting to the world, right, that I'm an impotent psychic, that I can't control this man as a psychic, and he deserves to have peace of mind to live in the world. Right? And that's my point when I say he's so deeply unresolved in his mind that he can't, right? He can't let anyone even be happy in the world if he does not control them as a psychic. You understand why I say these things about the women? Right? Because they're so disgusted with how they live, right? Daniela, right, being tricked into marrying him. All these things. Right? Not because I want to fuck them, that's again, that has no spiritual truth in it. That's a base notion. Right? That's what 14-year-old boys think, right? When they pull their dicks out and jerk off to the movie critic in 5 years. You get it? Right? And so this is the trauma. This is the evil. Right? That Quentin's satiating his genetic deficiency, his biological infertility, with the sadistic black magic spell so that he can consider himself the spiritual father of all the children that are conceived by watching Mikey Madison and Sydney Sweeney get raped in the movie critic. Which again, come April 1st, which is just 6 weeks from now, it's going to be announced as the movie critic. That's there is no continuing adventures of Cliff Booth. There's no nothing. So, write the U.S. Copyright Office, write Mike Simpson, write WME House Counsel Courtney Braun, write the Wasserman Group, write UTA, write Variety, write the Hollywood Reporter, right? There's 1,000 different people that you can write, people who watch these videos, and say, what is the truth? You know, what is the truth? And when you never get a reply, then you can start to really wonder if I am telling the truth or not. God bless.